This is my reply to this inquiry here. A student is in 12th grade and is not doing well in topics in calculus. This is not the AP calculus. This is supposed to be an easier version that students can handle more easily, but she's having difficulties with this. Now, the dilemma is that if she continues, then the GPA will go down, but dropping it would prevent her from getting the 4 year of math requirement. This is true. All colleges require students to take 4 years of mathematics. So here is the question is this now. I think this difficulties that she's experiencing didn't come overnight. This is not a hard topic, so she might have difficulties with math before. So how did she do in pre-calculus is the question. If she did well here, and is having difficulties suddenly in this topics for calculus, then it's time to find a tutor and overcome the difficulties and carry on to do finish it well. But if she was having difficulties in pre-calculus and algebra, then this would be hard to remedy because to do well here, you need to over review good 3 years worth of it. So this is one of those problems that is hard to solve, but it's not to be solved actually. It should have been prevented. So all this, the warning should have been coming for years. If this is the case, if she didn't do well in pre-calculus, that means she didn't do well in algebra 2 and algebra 1 and so on. So the school should not have advanced her, in fact. I think what the school did was to put her in the easiest track and yet move up. But this is irresponsible. School seems to be doing something for the students, and students seems to be progressing in some ways. But in the end, you end up getting into this kind of trap. So it's a long-term, slow trap that people had enough time to avoid, but most don't. So, but it is here, and we have to solve this somehow. So, if she did well in pre-calculus, then should face this challenge and overcome by finding somebody who can teach her well. If she didn't do well here, the teacher will be overwhelmed with what he or she has to teach because it has to most likely got to go back to all the trigonometry and algebra 2 topics as well. So in that case, carrying on would be meaningless. But I wonder still why she made into this class. Maybe is a tougher teacher this year. Other teachers were generous and let her pass with an A, and then this teacher all of a sudden wants to be strict and be truthful to all that, and the students are just caught in the middle here. But anyway, going back, so if she hasn't been doing well, then you cannot survive on this one. No matter how you try, it will be really a traumatic experience. So in that case, you have to find another alternative course. There must be some course that she could handle. Maybe statistics would be better. It is less abstract than calculus and doesn't require much of a computation, but it requires understanding, but it's less involved than calculus. It involves some concept of probability and such, but still is rather formulaic and is a different one. So I would not say it's easier, but since it's different, then I think it's worth a shot to try. And also look for other mathematics that she could handle. So if that moving to another class, that if that option exists, and if she didn't do well in pre-calculus, then that's the option she should take. But for some unlikely chance that she was doing very well all this time, and suddenly is having difficulty in calculus, then this abstract nature of calculus, such as limits and derivatives and all those things, is getting to her. In that case, you should find a teacher and tutor her. Certainly, this is not a situation where students can get out of by herself because it takes too much effort and too much trial and error. There's no time, actually. That's the biggest reason. So, it has to know exactly what to study and what to make up and what to understand. And students cannot see that because they don't see the whole picture. Only a good teacher can see that and guide her. So, given the limited options and limited time that we have here, that's the best advice I can give. I'm not sure if it was useful because I don't know if there was any courses, any alternative courses that she could take. With this so little information, this is best I could give.